What to do, YouTube? MJN for life here. Back again bringing you some more Showdown Battles. I've been using the same team for a while now, so you already know it's time for a new team. I know I haven't posted in a while, but I've been I've just been testing different teams out, see what works, see what doesn't work, and this is what I've come up with. So I'll explain the guys and you'll see the battle. So getting to the first battle here, it is against Evolution Poke. He's going to lead off straight away with his extra. I'm going to lead off with my Mamoswine. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I didn't expect him to just Rapid Spin turn 1. I figured he would go for an attack. But he does go for an attack, and he actually crits me, and that actually still didn't bring me down to my stash. So what I did here was expecting him to go for a Rapid Spin here. I'm going to go out to my Trevenant, but instead he goes for the Rock Slide, predicting something. You know, maybe one of my, I don't know, maybe my Gliscor to come in. But now he's going to switch out into his Togekiss, and I really should have gone for the lead seed here. I would have rather had this thing lead seeded because I'd rather toxic a Togekiss than burn it. But I actually, unfortunately, Will-O-Wisp, that was actually a misclick because I actually expected the Talonflame to come in. So now he's going to go out. Now I'm going to go out into my Rotom to take the predicted Air Slash or a Thunder Wave because electric types can't be paralyzed. So Rotom is a really nice check to Togekiss. So now I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here. It didn't do anything, so that tells me he's probably got some heavy special defense investment. So he's going to go for the Roost. They're expecting me to Volt Switch out, and I'm going to go out into my Gliscor. And unfortunately, because my Gliscor is the Pokemon that has Toxic, so normally my Gliscor can take on Togekiss because it is a specially defensive Gliscor, and you'll be able to see that, you know, how well that works later on. But so normally I like the Toxic Togekiss and then just protect it all the way down, but unfortunately I burned it. So now I'm going to go out to my Scizor, just Mega Evolve, because I know a Bullet Punch should kill, but it actually doesn't. So that's amazing, man. Togekiss is a bulky beast to survive the Mega Scizor's Bullet Punch, and I am Adamant Max Attack, so that was very impressive indeed. So now he's going to go back out into his Excadrill. I'm actually expecting him to go for the Swords Dance here if he has it, so I figured this would be a free switch into my Trevenant, but actually he goes for the Earthquake instead, so that's perfect for me. So now here, expecting him to want to go out into his Talonflame, I'm going to go for the Leech Seed, but instead he decides to Swords Dance, which I guess that's okay. I mean, I could have Will-O-Wisp his Excadrill there. Maybe he was predicting me to predict that. So now he goes for the Rock Slide. Does only 50%, but unfortunately, I missed the Will-O-Wisp at a very crucial moment where that was very annoying there. But now I have to go for the rest here. I could go for another Will-O-Wisp, but my Trevenant would die, and then he would be able to Rapid Spin. And I didn't want that to happen because I want to check the Talonflame and the Salamence. So instead, gonna go for the rest, but he actually switches out, and I was actually surprised. I was expecting him to go for another Swords Dance, and since I noticed that my Mamoswine outsped his Excadrill, I was just gonna go for the Icicle Crash, and I should have been able to take him out for where he was at. But instead, he just goes out in Salamence, and then just lets it die to an Ice Shard. Not really sure why. I guess maybe he didn't think that Salamence is very important to his team. But now he's gonna go into his Greninja. My specially defensive Clefable can take whatever Greninja wants to go for. Turns out that he is Life Orb, so I'm expecting a Hydro Pump here, but I'm gonna go for the Wish just in case he wants to switch out, so I can support my team. You know, if he wants to go into Excadrill, I can get up the Wish and then go into my Trevenant and, you know, start and support from there just in case if he wants to go for an attack, or if he wants to crit me with Rock Slide or something like that. But I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for Swords Dance, expecting my Trevenant to come in, and I don't really care. I'm going to go for another Lead Seed, again just expecting him to not want his sorry about the damn blue screen shit. Not want his Trevenant or Excadrill to get burned, but he fucking flinches me, and then I think I actually end up hitting the Will-O-Wisp this time, but that was just kind of annoying. But luckily I do survive. He goes for the Earthquake and is able to take me out still, which I was actually kind of surprised about. But I mean, Excadrill is pretty powerful, but it doesn't matter because I can just go out into Mamoswine and just Icicle Crash it. Again, as I've said, this Mamoswine is my in-game Mamoswine, so it's just like it. It's Adamant and not Jolly, so I'm not really sure how I actually outsped his Excadrill. Now here, I figured that he had to go for the Roost in order to have a chance, so I went for Earthquake just to prevent that. If he had killed me, it would have been fine because I do have Rotom, so he got predicted, and then he's had enough from here. He's just gonna quit. So that's that battle, and now we'll get into the next battle, which is against I don't even know. Anyway, so I'm gonna lead off with Mamoswine, expecting him to lead off with the Crobat because a lot of people like to lead with Crobat. But he's gonna lead off with Alakazam instead, and I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. I know it can take whatever he wants to go for, and I was debating on whether or not to save my Mamoswine, but I decided ultimately that I really don't need it. He does have Crobat and Noivern, but I do have Pokemon that can take them. So I'm just going to let my Mamoswine die, get off an Ice Shard, which is really good. So now I'm going to go into Scizor, finish this thing off with a Bullet Punch after I Mega Evolve. He's going to stay in, not wanting to switch around. I figured he might want to go into the Arcanine, but I figured that, you know, with the Stealth Rocks damage, coupled with the Bullet Punch damage, it wouldn't really matter. It does show that he has Intimidate, so I thought maybe he might be the bulky Arcanine, so I was expecting maybe a Will-O-Wisp or like a Flare Blitz he does go straight for the Flareblast, and he does show me that he's Life Orb, so he's more offensive, which is perfect. So I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump here because it hits everything on his team except for hits Noivern as well, and Noivern's not going to want to switch into a Hydro Pump and Stealth Rocks damage, so I just went for Hydro Pump, especially because I didn't want that Manectric to get a Lightning Rod boost if he wanted to switch that in, expecting a Volt Switch. But now he's going to go out into his Noivern, and we have a counter, just straight up counter to Noivern, which is Clefable. Draco Meteor obviously not going to do anything. He does reveal that he has the Boom Burst later, and you're going to see that Clefable takes that very well, considering the fact that the damage that he put out was probably Specs damage. But he's going to go on to this Crobat, and he's going to go for the Brave Bird, and that does 29%, and that's a lot of damage. I think this is definitely a banded Crobat here because I'm max XP, max defense, and I think that's I consider that to be a lot of damage. I don't know, because Crobat doesn't really have the highest attack. I mean, I guess it's decent. I think it's what, base 90, and there that did 31. So okay, I'm really thinking that that's banded damage on a Rotom Wash. But I went for Will-O-Wisp just in case he wanted to switch to his Manectric again. But he's going to go out into Noivern, and it's fine. I have a straight up counter. I can just switch into Fable whenever I want. He's going to go for the Boom Burst. Doesn't even do half. It does 39%. That's absolutely no damage. I can easily Wish Protect that off whenever I want. So I'm just going to go for the Moonblast just to take this thing out because I don't want it to stay around. Now he's going to go out to his Manectric. I'm expecting this to be his Mega Pokemon. So what I'm going to do here, just to protect, just to get some extra HP recovery, so to better take on a Thunderbolt that's more than likely going to come. And I am able to take that. So now I'm going to go for the Wish Protect, standard Clefable stuff. He's going to go for the Flamethrower. That was a strange move, but looking at the damage, I know a Thunderbolt would not have killed me either because it would have done 50% more, which is about 33 damage. So I was at 41%. So standard math. So I'm going to be able to get all my HP back, and at this point I'm like, okay, I can Wish just to get to be at a comfortable amount of HP. I know I can take 2 Thunderbolts from here, so I can Wish. Then I don't even need to Protect. So just in case he wants to predict that, I'm just going to go straight for the Moonblast at this point. Does a good amount of damage, 49%. God damn it. And I also get the special attack drop, which that makes Moonblast really good on special tanks because you have the potential to get special attack drops, which comes in handy. As you see, I just took nothing from that Thunderbolt, so I was gonna go out to his Machamp. Moonblast actually does only 60%. He's gonna show me an Earthquake, and here, just in case even if he had Bullet Punch, I knew obviously the game was mine at this point because I can go into whatever I want. I was thinking about going into Rotom to burn it, but he may have Lumberry, and I don't want to deal with the Dynamic Punch nonsense. So I'm just going to go into Scissor, Bullet Punch it, and just finish the game off. Put him out of his misery. So that's game 2. We'll get into the last game of the video, which is against Mars the 4th. So he's going to go out, and he's going to lead off with his Mienshao, as I obviously with my Mamoswine, as I always do. And I'm going to switch out because I don't want to be faked out. I just want to see what type of Mienshao this is. Goes for a U-turn. That does a lot of damage. I don't know. That does a lot of damage to my max defense Trevenant. I don't know. But you guys onto a chat tot. I have no idea what this thing wants to do. So I'm going to go into Clefable, maybe expecting like an Air Slash or a Hurricane. But he goes for Nasty Plot, and that I was like, okay, what can this thing do? Then he goes for freaking Boom Burst, so 68%. That did a lot of damage. But then my Clefable's Moonblast did 78% to that thing. So that thing's extremely frail because obviously my Clefable is not even EV trained in attack whatsoever. So what I'm going to do here is switch out into my Mamoswine. I know that because I'm Focus Sash, I can take whatever hit he wants to go for. So he goes for the Boom Burst, obviously going to bring me down to my Sash if it did that much to especially offensive Clefable. And I know that judging by how much damage the Moonblast did, I know Ice Shard will definitely kill. So he's going to go on to his Gastron here to take the Ice Shard, and that's fine. I'm going to get out my Stealth Rocks. I know he does have the Mandibuzz, which is most likely his Defogger, but I just want to, prevent some stuff from being able to switch in freely, like his Manectric and his Chatot. So he has actually showed that his Gastrodon is Life Orb, which is very interesting. Now he's going to go for the Life Orb Sludge Bomb. Doesn't do too much to my Rotom. I'm not EV training special defense, so I don't really think Life Orb Gastrodon really that good. I think if you want to do that, I think Specs might be better. But I'm going to go into my specially defensive Gliscor. Don't take anything from the poison, from the Sludge Bomb. And he also poisons me, which actually helps me because I do have Poison Heal, so that's kind of funny. But I'm going to be able to take it out. I know if my Rotom outsped, my Gliscor will definitely outspeed. So now he's going to go out into his Manectric, and I knew this was going to be his Mega. I forgot that it had Intimidate, even though I just battled one last battle. But he's going to go Hidden Power Ice. That only does 79% to a Gliscor. That's the power of Max Special Defense Gliscor. You know, you can take Hidden Power Ices from pretty much any Pokemon. Obviously, because that's obviously not an Ice type. Yeah, that Hidden Power Ice did nothing, especially because Hidden Power Ice is actually only Hidden Power. It got nerfed by 10 base power and damage. So he's going to go for another Hidden Power. I expected him to do that. He kind of has to because Flamethrower and Thunderbolt won't kill me. And there's really no reason to predict a switch, I guess, in his situation. So here he's going to go for the Volt Switch. I just wanted to protect. I'm in the same situation just to protect, to get some extra HP to be able to take whatever he wants to go for. But he decides to just hard switch out into his Mandibuzz. And I know here that he did that only just because he wanted to get rid of the Stealth Rocks with the Defog. But I'm a Fairy type, so I don't really care. I can take Mandibuzz one-on-one pretty easily. So I'm gonna go for the super effective Moonblast, as well as get back to almost full. He does knock off my leftovers this turn, but now he's gonna knock off my leftovers. But he's just gonna sacrifice his Mandibuzz in the process. I'm not really sure if that was the best exchange, but I guess he figured that if without my leftovers, my Clefable wasn't going to be able to take his special attacker as much as well. But he goes for the Psychic and gets a crit, and a crit Psychic did absolutely nothing. I'm actually surprised that crit Psychic did so little. I know crits got nerfed to 1.5, but still, a crit didn't even do half. And Gardevoir does have some decent special attacks, so I'm actually surprised by that. But I'm going to go for more Wish Protect shenanigans with my Clefable. He's going to try and wear my Clefable down slowly but surely. And I figured that Volt Switch that he's probably going to go for the Volt Switch there. So I went for the Moonblast, get the lucky special attack drop. It is 30%, so it's just like Scald, but he hits me back with the special attack drop hack. So I guess now he feels it's safe to go into his Chatot now. But judging from the damage that the initial Moonblast did, it did 78%. So even with -1 special attack, I know that Moonblast is going to do a lot. Unfortunately, he goes for the Chatter to get the Confusion hacks. Unfortunately for him, he does not get it. And at this point, I figured he was going to go for the Boom Burst because it is much more powerful. And there's really no point in playing with luck, especially since his Chatot's going to die. So I figured that he's probably going to go for the Boom Burst, so it'll be a safe switch into my Scissor, more or less, so I can get off a Bullet Punch. Nothing on his team wants to switch into it because everything will get 2-hit KO'd by the Bullet Punch at this point. Now he goes out into Mienshao, and here I know that Mega Scizor does have some increased bulk, but if he's Reckless, I'm pretty sure Reckless High Jump Kick would have killed me from 70%. But I figured that he can't go for High Jump Kick because I have Trevenant, so I knew he was going to go for something else, either Stone Edge or U-Turn, which wouldn't kill me, so I could get a free Sword Dance up and then sweep the rest of his team from there. So good game, Mars the Fourth, and the other two people I battled. I'm actually pretty high up on the ladder now because I've been testing so many different teams and been winning a bunch of games. I'm actually I'm at 1975, so not the highest obviously, but pretty decently rated. I would like to think so. But that's gonna do it for this battle, this video. This is the team that I'm gonna be working on. So I've already got 2 Pokemon down, so I really only need to make 4. So I guess I'll see you guys next time with the Wi-Fi battle with this team. So rate, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff, and I'm out of here. Deuces.